everyone, Morgan here. So this is part of the 30-day preparedness collaboration. You can check out everybody else who's involved with this collaboration down below in the description box, as well as checking out the playlist for this 30 days of preparedness collaboration videos. So many great videos. You really don't want to miss them. And so today I'm going to be talking about water purification. So there's a couple things that we have to keep in mind with water purification. First of all, when we say purification, we're most likely just talking about filtering or sanitization, something, we're usually not talking about purifying the water. In most cases, you're just going to be sanitizing it enough to make it good to drink, okay? So there are so many different methods, like there's filtering and boiling, there's bleach, there's using commercial filters, like there's straws, not necessarily life straws, I'm going to talk about that in a second, but straws and pump systems. And then there's home reverse osmosis systems. And then there's also some desalinator systems that are a little more expensive, but like if you live in, around the ocean, near the ocean, a desalinator system would definitely be a good investment for you. Now there's a way to make seawater drinkable without a desalinator, like an actual desalinator, which is by boiling water and then having the condensation rise up. And basically you're just collecting the condensation into a bowl. I've done a video about it. It takes a lot of resources and a lot of time to create, any amount of good water, good enough water. And then there's also like solar desalination and solar getting water through solar and that kind of thing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. There is also solar water sanitization as well. You can put a bottle or something in the sun, and after a while, several hours later, it will desalinate. My solar oven will kind of speed up that process a little bit. Like they have those UV little sticks that you can put into water that sanitizes water. Now, a couple things that you want to look for when it comes to the type of water sanitization that you want for your home, for your bug out bag, for your vehicle, whatever the case may be. First of all, a lot of people go straight to like the Life Straw or Sawyer filters because they are easily accessible. They are immediately accessible. They're right there on the shelves, okay? You go to Walmart or any sporting goods stores, and those are the main ones that you see. And that's the main reason why they're so popular. That doesn't mean that they're the best though. They are very popular, but they are far from the best option to sanitize your water. Now, before we get more into that, I do want to talk about, first of all, knowing the source of the water, okay? So knowing the source of the water that you're about to sanitize is as important as having the right filter to sanitize that water, okay? So like if you come across a stream or something, do you know where that stream is getting its water from? Do you know what's around? Any agriculture that could be leaching chemicals back into the water? Any chemical plants or anything like that that could potentially be causing chemicals or any other pollutants into the water, okay? And then we have to think of the fact that, just general virus and bacteria and, animals, poop in the water or near the water, so we always have to make sure that we're sanitizing our water before we drink it. But we have to make sure that we're understanding the source of the water as well. We have to understand that if this water potentially has chemicals in it, then it's going to be a lot harder. You're going to need a lot heftier system to handle chemicals, okay? And like the Life Straw and Sawyer, they just won't do that. Now, they may filter out a little bit, okay, on certain types, maybe, but to filter out the majority of chemicals actually takes a little more robust purification system, okay? So like with rainwater, I have my rainwater collection, and a lot of people are saying, how safe is it to consume if the water comes from like an asphalt roof or something like that? Well, in general, you always want to sanitize any rain collection that you have. It doesn't really matter. You can boil it, you can put through a Berkey, you can put bleach into it, whatever the case may be, but you always want to sanitize it first before consuming. Now, that rainwater can be used straight for watering your garden, feeding animals, that kind of thing. So, you can sanitize it before you do that stuff, or you don't have to, you can just do it straight. But, that's totally up to you. I like to make my water as clean as possible for my garden and for my animals. I'm just kind of, crazy about water. And so I just always want to make sure that it's as potable as possible. And so, sometimes we'll go through 2 or 3 different systems before it even reaches, our mouths to drink, right? Before it even goes into our body to consume. I have a ton of videos about water purification for bugging in and bugging out, and just the different varieties, all down below in the links in the description. Bunch of links down below in the description. The last thing that I want to talk about when it comes to like selecting a water purification system or understanding water purification to begin with, whenever you're looking at a commercial filter, or thinking about purifying with bleach or whatever the case may be, you want to look at what microns that is going to purify down to. Okay, everything in this life kind of works around microns. So, like viruses and bacteria, they're on a certain micron level. Coffee is at a certain micron level. Most things are at a certain micron level. So what is your water purifier that you've chosen going to purify down to? Okay, and then as well as, kind of what it'll purify. So like a life straw, just that life straw has nothing but hollow fibers in it. It doesn't have any carbon filters. It doesn't have any other purification filters or anything besides just those hollow fibers. Okay, and then seriously look at the microns. That's one thing that people just really don't care about, or they don't look at when it comes to water purifiers, is the microns. Okay, take those microns seriously. I have a video down below in the description box that talks all about microns. I had to finish the video inside because it's getting really windy and my main microphone is broken. So anyway, it's getting fixed. Anyway, regardless, people really need to pay attention to the microns. Okay, the microns are really what's going to tell you, what the manufacturer is saying that filter will filter down to. Okay, that micron level. So really, seriously, people do not look at the microns enough, and they really don't look at the actual purifier enough. I'm guilty of it, 100,000% guilty of it. Okay, before I even knew about any of this stuff, I just grabbed the life straw off the shelf and thought it was the best thing. You have to find what's going to work for you in your area, as well as what you think you should be filtering down to, the microns that you want to be filtering down to. Some water is going to be better than others, but we just really don't want to take our chance, especially in this day and age, in which we have the knowledge that we have now about viruses and bacteria, and you've played the Oregon Trail, right? You've died of dysentery. Dysentery is still very real, and drinking bad water that will actually make you sick will speed up your process to fatality a lot quicker than possibly doing without, and taking that time to actually make sure that it's clean to drink. So you could be vomiting, it makes you very, very sick, is my point. So just make sure that whatever purification options you're choosing, you are choosing not just, maybe you want not just one option, but a couple different options altogether, right? So you're not just relying on the life straw, but you're also relying on boiling. You're also relying on a couple different few methods instead of just one method, which is what we do. We rely on a couple methods instead of just one method to make sure that our water is safe and potable to drink. So really take your water purification seriously. I have a ton of videos down below. Please watch that video on the microns. It will really kind of open your eyes to how you can better look for a filter. And I actually do have a link down below that talks about how to find the best water filter. But do take your water purification seriously. And again, watch all those videos down below, and check out the playlist for this 30 days of preparedness videos. And I will see you all later. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Talk to you later. Bye.